Welcome to Faith in the Providence from Rumi's Masnavi, The Lion and the Creatures, Part 2 of 2 on Words of Wisdom. Maulana Jalaluddin Muhammad Balkhi Rumi, vegetarian, known simply as Maulana in Persian and around the world as Rumi, was a poetic genius, a theologian, and an enlightened master who graced our planet 8 centuries ago. The deep and diverse influence of his legacy still remains and continues to awaken the hearts of many beyond all cultures and boundaries. His prolific work has been translated into many languages. The venerated Master Rumi was heir to the rich literary and cultural heritage of Persia or ancient Iran, and composed his great mystical poems in the Persian language. He was born in the city of Balkh, which was part of the Persian Empire that is today found in Afghanistan. He lived and worked for most of his life under the Seljuk Empire, passing from this world in the city of Konya, which is in present-day Turkey. One of his most influential works is the Masnavi, the spiritual couplets, a poetic collection of stories with sources from the Quran, the Hadith, and everyday tales conveying messages of divine love, spiritual life, and Islamic wisdom. Let us continue with selections from the Masnavi by the venerated Master Rumi, vegetarian, Book 1, The Lion and the Creatures, whereby the animal people could not convince the lion to have restraint and sadly agreed to an unfair treaty. The Lion and the Creatures. Of this complexion, many excuses the lion brought, no answer those compulsionists in dispute sought. The fox, the deer, the hare, and eke the sly jackal were fain to quit compulsion's cause for good and all. A treaty they concluded with the forest king, that he by this concession should not lose a thing. His daily ration ready always should be found, and he should have no cause to trespass on their ground. Lots they would cast among themselves from day to day, on whom the lots should fall, he'd be the lion's prey. But lo, at length the lot upon the hare did light. He found it very hard, and wailed his awful plight. The other creatures remarked, "We each have had our turn, and none of us refused the agreement to confirm. By breach of faith on us fresh infamy bring not. Begone forthwith, the lion must not be forgot." The hare replied, "Dear friends, a respite to me grant. A scheme I'll plan, and evade this grim tyrant. My wily plan shall save the souls of all alive, and safety heirloom your children shall derive." Thus every prophet's promised to his sect at least salvation from the doom overhanging man and beast. They found a ready way to escape beyond the spheres. So soon as to reflect, they turned their minds from fears. Man sees another's eye is but a wee thing. He knows how great a service can the eye's pupil bring. The creatures in answer prayed to us no more. Consider, thou art a hare, a creature of no great store. To them as a rejoinder Puss spoke, "My dear friends, my inspiration's gods, small means effect great ends. The wisdom God has taught the little honey bee, you do not find possessed by lion or by me. We see its cells arranged with liquid sweetness filled. The portals of such art to open God has willed. Then see the silkworm, how it's taught by God to spin. Have elephants the power to draw out threads so thin? The earthy Adam was by God taught all our names. His knowledge was the admiration of heaven's frames. The angelic choir were silenced, they knew not so much. The devil be cursed, he'd not confess the fact was such. That fasting hermit or Satan of 600,000 years became the newborn babe's dire muzzle, source of tears. Lest it should suck the milk religion's teaching give, lest it should soar on high around heaven's towers and live. The learning of external sense a muzzle lies, the milk of truth sublimes denied to all its cries. But God has planted in man's heart a precious gem, nor seas nor skies such gem enclose within their whirl. A painting on a wall may show the human form, but look and see what lacks the figure to inform. 'Tis life it wants and soul, the pretty-looking thing. Ask for its life, no, no, though portrait of a king. No harm can do it, God in heaven has given it place. 'Twas not the pen prescribed the qualities of form. The omniscient, the just, to us made it multiform. The omniscient, the just, a spirit is all blessed. Him no place holds, he's not before, behind, east, west. He influences matter from his high abode, but heaven of heavens cannot contain the spirit's mode. That theme is endless, let us then just turn away. Let's ask about the hare, hear what he has to say. Go to, examine well the hare's most foxy wile, the subtle scheme that did the lion foil. Wisdom's the seal by which great Solomon did rule. The whole world's but a frame, and wisdom's is its soul. Hence teased by wisdom's spell as clay on potter's will. The seas, the hills, the plains are made man's power to feel. The lion, tiger, leopard dread him as does mouse. The shark, the crocodile, he follows to their house. The demon and the fairy, both constrained to flight, have hid themselves from him, are only seen by night. The human being has his foes hid every side. A prudent man by caution may in safety bide. Those hidden foes, the hideous and the fair as well, by day and night, affect his heart with charm and spell. Thou enter a river just to have a bathe, a hidden thorn may pierce thy foot, bared of its swathe. Thou seest it not, 'tis hid at bottom of the stream. Thou feel it in thy foot, thou knows is not a dream. Plagues, troubles, fears, and cares of various degree, all spring from many sides and fix themselves in thee. Bear all with patience, slowly thou wilt experience gain. Thou wilt recognize the truth, the dark will be made plain. At length thou scout the vagaries of learned men, and take unto thyself as patterns saints of ken. For more information, please visit Project Gutenberg or gutenberg.org.